Everyone has been talking about how Hearthflame Ogerpon needed to go to Ubers, but after today's battle, I'm going to show you that Cornerstone Ogerpon is just as strong. Welcome back everyone to another live Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. How the heck are y'all doing today? Listen man, today we have a battle against Beanie in a nice and powerful OU Wi-Fi battle with our Cornerstone Ogerpon team. Be sure to head into the description below and join the Discord for a chance to take me on in a battle. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We have a goal of 50 likes on today's video, so help us out by leaving a thumbs up on the video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the team preview against Beanie. Alrighty, so as you guys can see on your screen today, we're going to be taking on Beanie in a nice and powerful OU Wi-Fi battle with our Choice Banded Poltergeist Dusknoir team that we did build. And today, Beanie has a pretty insane looking team of a Gyarados, a Golem, a Shiftry, a Hisuian, Typhlosion, a Grimmsnarl, and a Milotic. So pretty cool looking team, not going to lie with you. So just to assess some big threats here, if we take out, actually, if we take out everything, well, if we take out everything, we win, obviously. But if we can at least get a Swords Dance with our Ogerpon, we have a pretty big sweep chance on our hands. So let's go ahead and lead off with Tantor, get some Stealth Rocks up. I don't see any hazard removal on his side of the field. The only thing is if he leads off with Gyarados, that might be a little bit of a problem, actually. So that's not great for us. However, actually, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna lead off with my Choice Scarf Chandelier just in case he does want to lead off with the Gyarados. Because if we get the Gyarados out of that, I think we have a good chance of sweeping with Ogerpon. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the Wi-Fi battle. Okay, so Beanie's gonna lead off with the Golem. Okay, so that's actually not the worst case for us, just because if he's gonna be like a Custap Explosion, we can honestly take that. Obviously, he can Stealth Rock here, which is fine, but we're gonna be able to take him on pretty easily. So the only thing is if he goes for like a Stone Edge or something, we're kind of screwed. So Chandelier is kind of giving us a good matchup. However, at the same time, not really, just because he has a Milotic in the back. He has probably a Choice Scarf Typhlosion himself, Shiftry if it's Terra. A lot of things Chandelier's not doing in this Wi-Fi battle. So you know what? I'm honestly willing to go for an Energy Ball here and honestly just bring this thing down to a Sash. 100% willing to. So he is gonna we're gonna activate the Sturdy on him. That's fine. He is gonna go for the Earthquake. That probably is gonna take us out. Does take us out, unfortunately. Honestly, not super worried about it. So how about this? Since I think it could be a Custap Berry Explosion, I'm gonna go into Flying Dutchman, and the reason why I want to go into Flying Dutchman is just because we can get a big Shadow Sneak off. Even if he wants to go for a Custap Berry Explosion, we're gonna be able to out prioritize him anyways. So I'm gonna go for the Shadow Sneak, Choice Banded hit. It's gonna be able to hurt perfect. At least this thing isn't. I'm not gonna lie, at least this thing is not the stupid Custap Explosion set that Hayden used on me. So, whew, big threat down. Okay, so it looks like he's gonna go into the Shiftry, which actually isn't the worst thing for us because we have plenty of threats that can take this thing on, especially our Medusa here. So, speaking of Medusa, I think I'm honestly gonna make that play and just honestly maybe even Suicide Lead it. I could go into my Tantor here because I feel like Tantor will be able to take some stuff too. I got a feeling he's going to go for a knockoff here. So if I think he's going to go for a knockoff, I'd rather get the leftovers on my Tantor taken off. So you know what? I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go into Tantor here. Again, I'd rather my leftovers get knocked off than like a light clay on my Cresselia or my heavy duty boots on my Enamorus. So Great Tusk is going to come in here. Perfect. He's going to go for the Tailwind. I kind of expected that one to come. Now, the good thing is here is we are defensive, and I honestly don't think that a Leaf Blade takes us out. So I could either go for the Stealth Rocks or I could go for a close combat. I could go for the Rapid Spin too as well to outspeed, but I don't think I will. So you know what? I'm going to go for a close combat here. He is going to Leaf Blade here. That's going to do a decent amount of damage. However, it's not going to take us out. Does this close combat take out the Shiftry? It does not take out the Shiftry just because he does in fact actually have the Focus Sash. So that's actually a little bit concerning. I'm not gonna lie with you. So unfortunately, I think I actually have to let Tantor go down here. Do I have to let Tantor go down here is the question. Because the Leaf Blade's gonna hurt, especially at +1 from Medusa. Man, actually, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I think I do have to. The only thing is he wasn't actually giving us a good matchup anyways, just because it doesn't hit Gyarados, it doesn't hit the Milotic, it barely even hits the Grimmsnarl. So you know what? Honestly, having no Tantor here is going to be just fine. So let's see if we can get some Stealth Rocks up here. That would be cool. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to, which it looks like. So that kind of does stink. However, we do actually have the Ogerpon in the back. So we could go into him and he could take some stuff out. However, I don't think that's going to be the play. I don't think that's going to be the play. Actually, is it going to be the play? Because I could, the only thing is I'm not going to be able to get any kind of setup going with him. So Cresselia actually might be my play because he's only at +1. So it's not like he's at like a crazy amount of damage. And the good thing is if we can at least get up Moonpie, or at least we can get Moonpie in there, we can actually go for the Trick Room. So you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go into Cresselia here. I'm going to go into Cresselia here. And honestly, I think if we got off a Trick Room here, it would be a-okay. So he might go for the Moonblast. Or sorry, not the Moonblast. I have Moonblast. What am I talking about? He might go for the knockoff here. So I'm actually going to go for a Trick Room here. Being at +1, I don't think he takes us out. Okay, so I'm completely wrong. He does take us out at +1. That's a little scary. That is actually very scary. So unfortunately here, I need to go into Enamorus because good thing is his Tailwind is gone. So not the worst case scenario for us. So I'm actually going to go straight for a Moonblast because a Moonblast will take this thing out and it hits everything else on his team hard. So we're going to get the Moonblast off. Perfect. Love it. That is good. Now, the only thing is that is a little scary is going to be a Choice Scarfed Hisuian Typhlosion. However, we do have our boy in the back who has an Ivy Cudgel that is going to be Rock type and Sturdy. So we kind of need to save it for him. He is actually going to, in fact, going to go into the Typhlosion. I think I honestly live an, I think I do live a Eruption from this thing with a choice Scarf. So I'm going to go for an Earth Power because I think it'll do a lot of damage. So he's going to Eruption us. Do we live that? We don't live that. Wow. Okay. So we need to rethink our lives because we are getting absolutely obliterated. So let's go ahead and go into Thwomp. Or we could go into Flying Dutchman. No, I think I need to go into Thwomp here. I think Thwomp will be our best play. The reason why is because obviously we can hopefully get a comeback going. And honestly, we can just Terrastalize here and maybe go for a Swords Dance. So however, he still has in the back, he still has a Hisuian Typhlosion, a Gyarados, a Milotic, and a Grimmsnarl in the back. So a lot of things we could do here. I don't think he stays in. I don't think he stays in. So I think what I'm going to do here is I think I'm going to Swords Dance. I think my only play is a Swords Dance, unfortunately. He is going to withdraw, which is actually really good for us because that means we're going to keep our Sturdy intact. And he's going to go into Milotic, actually. So that actually might be really good for us. That actually might be really good for us. Wow, that actually might be really good for us. And the best part is I think I honestly want to go for another Swords Dance. Because if I can keep my Sturdy intact, then I think we'll be okay. So we're going to get the Embody Aspect off. Perfect. Which is going to boost our defense. We're going to get the Swords Dance off. I think, honestly, I go for another Swords Dance. And I think I honestly just straight up... Okay, so he is going to get the Marvel Scale. Okay, so he does get the Marvel Scale boost. That's actually fine because I'm going to go for another Swords Dance. The only thing is if he gets a burn, that's going to really suck. If he gets a burn, then that's going to be game with the Scald. So let's go ahead and get a Horn Leech off. How much is this Horn Leech going to do? You're going to one-shot it. Let's go. Perfect. Okay, wait a minute. We're doing something. We're doing something. Now, the thing is he might go into the Typhlosion. Might go into Typhlosion. There's the Typhlosion there. That's actually fine because now honestly, we can just go for an Ivy Cudgel. And we're gonna live. We're gonna live whatever this thing goes for. So he's gonna go for the Infernal Parade. That's actually fine here. That's not gonna do as much damage. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, wait a minute. We might have ourselves an Ogerpon sweep right here. A little mini Ogerpon sweep. Hold up. Hold the phone. Okay, so he's gonna go into Grimmsnarl, which is fine because I'm down for it. Now he might go for the what's it called? He might go for the Reflect. So if I think he's gonna go for a Reflect, let's go for a Hornleech here just to get some health back. He is gonna Reflect. I kind of figured that was gonna come, which honestly isn't the worst case scenario for us. So we're gonna get a Hornleech off, and that's gonna do a buttload of damage. And it's gonna get us a lot of health back. So the good thing is we're gonna be able to outspeed this thing if it wants to go for a move. So let's just go right for another Hornleech. We get the Hornleech off, perfect. That's, oh baby. So the good thing is here is as long as we can get the Ivy Cudgel to come out against the Gyarados and then get at least one Poltergeist with our what's it called in the back, the Dusknoir, we should be able to win this game. So he's actually going to be a Moxie set on this thing. So, man, if he Dragon Dances here, I'm a little screwed. So I need to go for an Ivy Cudgel here. He's not going to Dragon Dance here. We're going to get the Ivy Cudgel off. We should be able to get 2 off in a row. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Ogerpon out here sweeping. So that was going to be a GG's to the Void Beanie. That was a super good match. Here is going to be the rental code for the team that we used in today's Wi-Fi battle. The Pokepaste will be in the description as well. Don't forget to leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more Pokemon battles, and let me know in the comments of some Pokemon you want to see us build a team around. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and start working on the next set of Wi-Fi battles. So please have yourself a great morning, night, evening, day, wherever you're at, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.